Yo, what's good, fam? Before we dive into the madness, hands up if you've ever stayed up all night cramming, chugged a Red Bull, and still walked into the test like, what's a quadratic equation? Yeah, me too. That's college life in a nutshell. Welcome back to the channel where we keep it 100% no cap, no filter, just the raw, unfiltered truth spilling out like a spilled cup of ramen broth on your last clean shirt. Today, we're diving deep into the chaotic, caffeine-fueled, broke-as-hell roller coaster that is college life. Buckle up because I'm about to drop some knowledge that your parents, your high school counselor, and those glossy brochures with smiling students holding frisbees won't tell you. This is the real deal, fam. Stick around, it's gonna get wild. Let me set the scene with a little throwback to my first day on campus. Picture this. I'm rolling up with a suitcase so overstuffed, it's basically screaming for mercy, trying to play it cool while secretly sweating bullets. I'm lost, my phone's at 2%, and I see this other dude wandering around with a campus map, looking like he's about to cry. I'm like, yo, you good? Turns out, he's just as clueless as me. We bond over our mutual panic, and next thing I know, we're roommates. Spoiler alert. He's the type who thinks showering is a quarterly event and socks are room decor. We'll circle back to that disaster later, trust me. It's a saga. If you're a freshman, or even a senior who's still figuring out why you thought 8 a.m. classes were a vibe, this one's for you. We're breaking down the good, the bad, and the I just spent my last $10 on laundry and still have no clean socks. Ugly. Let's roll. Part 1. Academics. The brain-busting reality. All right, let's talk academics. If you thought high school was tough, college is like stepping into the ring with a heavyweight champ. No gloves, no mercy. Professors? They're not here to hold your hand. They drop a syllabus thicker than a phone book on day one and go, figure it out, kid. Half of them are too busy writing papers on the socioeconomic implications of avocado toast to even learn your name. Lectures can go one of two ways. Either so boring you're counting ceiling tiles to stay awake, or so intense you're scribbling notes like your life depends on it, 'cause it kinda does. Take this one professor I had. Dr. Monotone, I called him. Dude could make a lecture on alien invasion sound like a tax seminar. I swear, one time a fly landed on his projector screen and just gave up on life. It was that dull. Then there's the opposite. The prof who's so hyped about organic chemistry that he's practically doing cartwheels, throwing equations at you like confetti. You're sitting there, half inspired, half terrified, wondering if you're gonna pass or just memorize the periodic table out of sheer panic. And the workload? Oh fam, it's a beast. 5 classes, each with readings that could double as doorstops, essays due last week, quizzes that sneak up like ninjas, and group projects that are basically a social experiment gone wrong. It's like juggling flaming torches while riding a unicycle and someone's yelling, faster. One time, I had 3 papers due in 48 hours. Ended up typing so fast my laptop started smoking. Pro tip, prioritize like your GPA depends on it, 'cause it does. Otherwise, you're sinking faster than a freshman at their first frat party. Group projects deserve their own horror movie. You've got the overachiever who's emailing the prof about your lack of commitment before you've even met. The slacker who thinks collaboration means showing up with a bag of chips and a meme slide. And you, stuck in the middle trying to herd cats. I had this one group where our leader, self-appointed of course, decided our presentation needed a rap. Spoiler, none of us could rap. We bombed, but at least we got a laugh from the class. Moral of the story? Communication is key or you're screwed. Part 2. Social life. Friends, foes, and frenemies. Now social life. Hollywood makes it look like you step on campus and boom, instant squad. Nah fam, it's messier than a dorm microwave after a ramen explosion. You're thrown into this petri dish of randoms. Some are chill, some are straight up weird, and some smell like they've never met a bar of soap. It's a gamble every time you say hey to someone new. Will they be your ride or die? Or the person who ghost vibes you after borrowing your notes? Drama's inevitable. I've seen roommate fights over a missing $1 ramen pack turn into full-on detective showdowns. Who ate it? Who saw it last? Why is there a noodle on the floor? And don't get me started on group chats. Someone leaves a fork in the sink and suddenly it's World War III with emojis and passive-aggressive Ks. But when you find your people, pure gold. Late night talks about whether aliens built the pyramids, 2 a.m. Taco Bell runs when you're all broke. It's the stuff that keeps you sane. College is like a social safari. You've got the I've got my life together kid, who's always in the library with a color-coded planner. The party animal who knows every event on campus and somehow never sleeps. And the perpetually lost soul who stumbles into every situation but always lands on their feet. I once met this guy at a mixer who introduced himself by spilling his drink on me. Turns out, he's now one of my best friends. Took me months to find my crew, but it's worth the wait. Pro tip, don't force it. Fake vibes lead to fake friends, and nobody's got time for that. Navigating it all takes finesse. You'll run into cliques, the jocks, the artsy types, the I'm too cool for this crowd, and figuring out where you fit can feel like a reality show audition. Be yourself, fam. Even if yourself is the weirdo who brings a ukulele to a party, someone's gonna vibe with that. Part 3. Finances. Broke AF 101. Finances? College is a money-sucking vampire, and you're the main course. Tuition's just the start. Then they hit you with $200 textbooks you'll skim once, meal plans that get you a soggy burger and a side of regret, and optional fees that are optional like breathing is optional. Want to join a club? $50. Need to print your essay? 10 cents a page. It's death by 1,000 cuts, and your bank account screaming for mercy. Real talk. The average student spends $1,200 a year on textbooks. That's a gaming console or like 600 packs of ramen. I once bought a biology book for $180, cracked it open twice, then sold it back for $20. Felt like I'd been robbed twice. And housing? If you're not in a dorm, good luck finding a place that doesn't cost your soul and half your future salary. Add a part-time job to the mix, and you're balancing shifts at Starbucks with midterms like some kind of broke superhero. Budgeting's your lifeline. Skip the $5 lattes, brew your own coffee even if it tastes like burnt dirt. Master the art of ramen, hot sauce, an egg, boom, you're a chef on a dime. I lived off peanut butter and jelly for a month once. It was grim, but I survived. Pro tip, hit up thrift stores for clothes, scour campus for free food events, and pray your student loans don't haunt you till you're 50. It's a grind, but you'll flex those survival skills like a boss. Part 4. Mental health, the silent struggle. Mental health? College can mess you up, fam. Deadlines piling up, pressure to act like you've got it all figured out. It's like running a marathon with weights strapped to your back. One day you're acing life, the next you're crying in the library bathroom over a C10 and a passive-aggressive email from your prof. Social media doesn't help. Everyone's posting "crushed my finals" with a cute coffee pic while you're over here surviving on vibes and a prayer. Stats don't lie. Over 60% of college students report overwhelming anxiety at some point. I've been there. Midterms hit, and I was a walking stress ball, snapping at everyone and forgetting to eat. It's okay to not be okay, though. Self-care is not just bubble baths and candles. It's knowing when to hit pause. Talk to a friend, hit up a counselor, or just take a day to binge Netflix and breathe. I started journaling last year. Sounds cheesy, but dumping my chaos on paper saved me from imploding. You're not alone in this. Everyone's faking it half the time. Those perfect kids, they're stressing too, just with better filters. Asking for help isn't weak, it's gangster. You're tougher than you think, fam. Keep your head up. Part 5. Dorm life, chaos central. Dorm life? Imagine cramming into a shoebox with a stranger and hoping for the best. It's a coin toss. Either you get a chill roomie who respects boundaries, or you're stuck with the dude who thinks laundry's optional and midnight gaming marathons are a human right. My first roommate? Cool guy, until I realized his sock collection was a biohazard. One time, I found one dangling from the ceiling fan. Still don't know how it got there, but it became our dorm's unsolved mystery. Bathrooms are a war zone. Mold creeping up the tiles, mystery hairs in the drain, and some dude singing off-key at 7 a.m. like he's auditioning for American Idol. Flip-flops are non-negotiable unless you want athlete's foot as a souvenir. But the chaos, kinda legendary. Hallway dance parties with a half-dead speaker, late-night snack runs to the gas station, random fire alarms at 3 a.m. 'Cause someone torched their popcorn. It's a vibe, messy as it is. So there it is, the unvarnished, no BS truth about college life. It's a wild ride of highs, lows, and I just spent my grocery money on pizza moments. It'll push you to your limits, break you down, and build you back stronger if you don't yeet yourself out first. Embrace the madness, fam. Laugh at the fails, learn from the flops, and roll with the punches. You're in the thick of it now. Own it. College isn't just about grades or parties. It's about figuring out who you are when the safety net's gone. It's messy, it's raw, and it's one hell of a growth spurt. Soak it all in. The wins, the losses, the late-night epiphanies. You've got this, even when it feels like you don't. I'll drop your craziest college story below, like that time you accidentally dyed your hair green with cheap dye and owned it anyway. Smash that like button if this hit home. Subscribe for more real talk. Catch you next time. Stay real, fam.